What's up, guys? Hope you're doing well. Today we're going to be going over the Day 1 Everfest spoilers. We got one Brute card and 12 generic cards. So I'm going to be ranking them from what I think is worst to best and going over either cards that I think they synergize well with or any market implications with each of them. So hope you guys enjoy. All right, so first up we have Amulet of Havencall. This is a generic item. Has go again, so you can plop it down and continue on with your turn at least. Defense reaction, destroy Amulet of Havencall. Search your deck for a card named Rally the Rearguard. Add it to this chain link as a defending card, then shuffle. Activate this ability only if you have no cards in hand. Really having a tough time seeing where this has much use. The only fringe scenario I can think of is red rally the rear guard is a 6 attack. So maybe you use it to pop Phantasm against Illusionist, I guess. But that's still kind of asking a lot to side in uh, basically 6 cards, I guess, as Prism Tech that really serve no other purpose. Seems pretty severe to me. You do get an extra 3 defense here, but that's essentially using up 2 cards. It just seems like a lot. And the condition of only being able to do it if you have no cards in hand is just very, very strict to me. So that's why this one is coming in the last slot. Up next, we have Knick-Knack Bric-a-Brac, generic action. This is a card that I'm actually very excited about, but being unbiased, I'm having to put it in the second to last slot. It being a 3 cost, as an additional cost to play Knick-Knack Bric-a-Brac, you may destroy any number of copper, silver, and or gold you control. Search your deck for a card with Amulet, Potion, or Talisman in its name, put it into the arena, then shuffle. For each 4 copper, 2 silver, or 1 gold destroyed this way, repeat the process. So this is, I guess, if you made a build to just dump out items or accumulate currency and then dump out items. I do see potential here for maybe a Bolton build, something to get a bunch of things out and then do your one-hit KO combo. But really, this will probably be good in the merchant class, I would have to assume. But since we don't know much about it, this is having to go pretty low on the list. Really, mostly because of the 3 cost just feels very expensive for this. And and it doesn't have go again, so it's a lot. It's demanding a lot. Sure, maybe you bring out a time snap potion, so you get your action point back, but then you're churning through a lot of cards to even get to your first like result from this. And then we've got High Striker, 0 cost. The next time an attack you control hits this turn, create 6 copper tokens, go again. So moving in a better direction with go again and 0 cost. This would, go in the merchant build, or like I said, potentially a very wonky Bolton build. So it's better than the last one because it doesn't cost anything and has go again. But other than that, pretty not really seeing it going into any other decks besides the 2 mentioned. And now we have what I believe to be the best card that's mentioning currency. Pick a card, any card, 0 cost action. Look at target opponent's hand, then name a card. Choose a random card from their hand and reveal it. If it's the named card, create a silver token. Repeat this process thrice, go again. So you would be doing that 4 times. So you could rack up a lot of silver with this card. So that's why I have it up at the top of the 3. Of course, it is dependent on running a build involving currency. So that's what keeps it lower than the other cards moving forward. Another benefit, of course, seeing your opponent's hand is always going to be good if it's like an additional kind of throw-in benefit. So it's a solid card for sure. Next we have Fire Breathing. This is a majestic attack, 2 cost, 3 base, and similar to Exude Confidence as an instant, you pay 1 and Fire Breathing gains 1. Activate this ability only while Fire Breathing is attacking. I saw some people being rather excited about this card. I'm not exactly sure why. If let's say you pitch a blue, you're basically paying 3 for 4 at the base, and the returns further are better, but still not quite good enough. See, if you pitch 9, you're attacking for, let's see, 7 for 10. 9 for 10, that's still a bad curve, to be honest. Like, Bravo gets way better returns than that off of cost. So really the only strong argument for this is that you can essentially maybe scare people into blocking too much, or they block too little and you get free damage for resources. And instead of having to use cards pumping, you're not pitching them, so that way you're not wasting cards. Maybe if you're playing against control. But I think it's just strictly worse than Exude Confidence. You're starting off at 0 for 4, and then you're getting 2 for 3. So and even Exude Confidence isn't in that many decks right now. So I have a hard time believing that Fire Breathing will find its way. Up next, we have the only non-generic card of the day. It's a brute card, Wild Ride. It's a 6 attack, costing 2 with no block. When you attack with Wild Ride, draw a card, then discard a random card. If a card with 6 or more base is discarded this way, Wild Ride gains Go again. So very similar to Pulping, but really kind of just a worse Pulping. Where it has the same first mechanic of the draw and discard, but Pulping gains Dominate, and while Pulping is defended by less than 2 non-equipment cards, it has Go again. So if you hit this draw and discard, you're basically guaranteeing not only Go again but also damage. So I just think it makes that much better than Wild Ride. But I do love the art. This is an awesome looking card, so still happy to see it. All right, up next we have the first card that I could see making its way into decks as of now, and that's Talisman of Featherfoot. It's an item with Go again. When an attack you control gains exactly +1 from an effect during the reaction step, destroy Talisman of Featherfoot, and the attack gains Go again. So this is looking like it could find its way into a Ninja or Bolton deck. For Ninja, you'd have maybe Ancestral Empowerment or Breaking Scales would trigger this. And Bolton, if they defend with a card, or maybe a couple of other ways to get it, with maybe a Courageous Steel Hand blue potentially, if that's in there. But this card actually makes the Fish for Items card Bric-a-Brac a little bit better, because there's a more relevant item to pull with that card. So I have this one about in the middle of the pack right now. Next we have Arcane Lantern. This is a offhand equipment with Arcane Barrier 1. So this is very nice because you potentially could run Arcane Barrier 5 now as a few heroes. Sadly, there aren't that many one-handed weapons in the game as of now. Maybe that will change as more cards are released. But for right now, it's just Warrior with Centauri Saber and the Hatchets, and then Ninja with Kadachi Zephyr Needle, Brute with the Claws, and then Winter's Wail and Titan's Fist for Guardian. So I do see it could be played in Guardian. But the others, I don't see it so much. I mean, you'd play it against Wizard as the other 3 heroes, I'd guess. But I really like this card, and I think that it does have potential in the future, but I think we need more one-handed weapons. Really cool though. This extended art cold foil is just absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is insane art, so I'm very excited for this card just off of that alone. All right, next up we've got Bingo. This is a 1 cost 5 attack, blocking for 3. When Bingo hits a hero, they reveal a card from their hand. If an attack action card is revealed this way, Bingo gains Go again. If a non-attack action card is revealed this way, draw a card. So the upside of this card is that your opponent is either blocking or revealing. So those are good things. But the cons is you don't really know what you're getting into when you play this card. You don't know if you have Go again. If you give it Go again beforehand, they may just show a non-attack action and just kind of be like, it's no big deal. You already had it anyway. But I do think it's better than the other cards we've talked about, and I could see it potentially seeing some play. Now we have Potion of Luck. This is a generic item. Instant, destroy Potion of Luck, shuffle your hand and arsenal into your deck, then draw that many times. So it is like Hope Merchant's Hood, but with the arsenal effect. I do wish this had Go again, so if you plant it down, you can continue on with your turn. But this is a very good form of insurance. If you do choose to put this down, maybe you draw into it, put it down early game. Turn 0, this would be a great card to draw into. I think Brute players would be happy to be able to start running Skullcap again, most likely, and not have to worry about running Hope Merchant's Hood anymore. So I do see this being a good card. All right, so now we make the jump from underwhelming to oh my god, I love these next three cards. Even bigger than that, zero cost instant. Play even bigger than that, only if you've dealt damage this turn. Opt three, so the red, and then the yellow and blue would be opt one and two. Then reveal the top card of your deck. If it has base power greater than the amount of damage you've dealt this turn, create a Quicken token and draw a card. So this is absolutely free. You're not using an action point. You don't have to spend resources. And the only thing is you have to just, play it at the right time when you've dealt a low enough amount of damage to where the odds of you opting a card of higher base is there. So Kadachi, this card in Ninja, like if you hit with a Kadachi, this is free, right? You get your draw. You get to pick the card that you draw, really, with the opt, and you get a Quicken token. So the draw replaces this card. You didn't have to spend to play it, and you get a Quicken token and you cycle with the op. So this is just extreme value in this card. I really love it. I could also see it being played in Chain. You can make sure to draw some non-blood deck cards, put some blood deck cards to the bottom, and also be played in Briar. This will also be, I mean, I think it'll be good in all decks, but those especially, but very strong against Aura Prism because if you're, say, attacking for four and they have two Spectral Shields up, then they're probably not going to commit a block with a card from hand and they're just going to let, two vanilla damage leak through, and then you've got yourself really good odds to find a card with greater base value than two. All right, number two, we got Big Man on Campus, Bravo star of the show. He is an elemental guardian hero, and he's got essence of Earth, Ice, and Lightning, so you can play all three elemental cards in the deck. The start of your turn, you may reveal an Earth, an Ice, and a Lightning card from your hand. If you do, the next attack action card with cost 3 or greater you play this turn gains +2, dominate, and go again. This will be a very hard ability to pull off. You'll definitely need the pulses to make it happen. But that's really not what's going on here. It's all about the card pool with this. I mean, I just wanted to go through like TCG player and take a look at some Tales of Aria elemental cards and go in there. Like you can run Channel Lake, Crown of Seeds. Could have done Rampart anyway, but still Shock Charmers, Heart of Ice. So I don't probably won't play Heart of Ice, but being able to doesn't hurt. All of the pulses. So the pulses is huge, especially all three of them. Volthaven and Eisenloft are particularly strong. Blizzard, Terra Sunder was already able to be played in Bravo, and I believe there were a couple. Oh, Winter's Whale and Endless Winter. I don't think you'd play Endless Winter in this because we're actually for the first time we're gonna have too many strong attacks to put in a Bravo deck. So he may be able to go aggro mode with this. Oh, Awakening for sure. You're gonna want Awakening in this, and potentially Oaken Old. Um, so as far as market implications, I definitely think people are going to be running to the pulses right away and probably like Awakening. But for things like tectonic plating and all the gear like Crown of Seeds, I think that people that were already playing either Bravo or Oldhim are going to play Bravo Star of the Show or at least dabble with it, try it out. So those people luckily probably already have those cards. But then the Majestic crossover. Oh, and of course, like you're gonna run Crippling Crush and Spinal Crush in this. Those have already seen some movement. So it's just a disgusting card pool. So many good things to put in there. I can't wait to brew this one myself. It's gonna be a lot of fun. All right, and now we have my number one card from day one Everfest spoilers. Smashing Good Time, zero cost generic action. The next time an attack action card hits a hero this turn, so it goes for the entire turn, similar to Plunder Run, you may destroy an item they control with cost 2 or less. Sorry, Dash. If Smashing Good Time is played from Arsenal, the next attack action card you play this turn gains +3. So it literally has the Plunder Run effect down here, and this is honestly kind of just a bonus because of how free this card is. With the Plunder Run ban, this actually is the best the best generic pump in the game right now. Nimblism having a restriction of it needing to cost 1 or less makes this card better since the only requirement is to put it in Arsenal. So like 2 cost arrows for Ranger. This card will work. You can use this card in Bravo or Guardian now. And then well exceptionally good in Guardian, of course, because then you've got the dash tech right here. So this ability, the destroying items is actually super free. You're really only worried about this pump right here, which is since Plunder runs on its way out, much needed in the generic slot. So I can't see any reason that three of the reds wouldn't be ran in nearly every deck in the game. I just absolutely love this card. All right, and that will do it for the day one cards. I'll be doing a video similar to this on all of the others. Day two is already complete, and I think even day three starts, so I'm going to get cracking on that. They're going to be coming out a little bit later because I want to make sure I have gone through the, checked for interactions with other cards that are currently in the game and, give some good thought into each one on what heroes may or may not want them. But those will be coming out soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this.